Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more Magic Legion. But that's why you're here. Now, this is still really frustrating me because I've turned it off and it's still not turning off. But we're going to play some more Magic Legion today. Now, what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is I've seen quite a few people actually ask me about runes. So, on this account, because I'm not really too high, obviously I'm not going to be able to overly show you some really good tips, but as some of you will know, I can give you a quick breakdown on obviously what is good and what isn't good. So when you first log in, obviously you can go through all of these things, and it is it treasures? Yeah, it's from your treasures. So when you come in and collect your treasures, obviously the further you are in the game, the better the treasures will become. And there are some of these that do reward runes as well as like diamonds and stuff. So make sure that you're getting them stuff and all of that kind of stuff. Now, the other thing as well is obviously I'm not high enough. You've got to be level 45, but make sure you're doing your resource mine. Go in and collect your resource mine for the 5 times that it lets you do it every single day, but make sure that you take advantage of when you get to seize a source mine and go after the big ones. So obviously there's some in there that, like, you've got teeny, small, medium, large, big, and like extremely large, or whatever it is. So obviously try and go for the largest one that you possibly can, because that's when you seize a mine, you get half of whatever the mine is worth, a value of. So for example, if it's worth 10, you're going to get 5 runes when you seize it, and then obviously once that that mine is full after the half an hour, I believe it is, it's gonna give you 10 runes. So then obviously you go seize another mine, you get more runes. So that's probably one of the most effective ways. The other effective ways are doing bounty missions. So I'm not too sure if the lower level ones give you the runes and stuff, but I know that there are some that pop up that will give you runes when you complete them, and if these ones here don't, or you can't find any of these ones that don't, then I 100% know that the guild ones do. So if you go into the guild, you can do the exact same thing. So if you go to the event master, it's not the event master, it is the guild check, sorry. So if you go over into the guild one, you go to bounty hunter, and there's none active at the moment, but if you go into publish, now this will cost you diamonds, but once the event is complete, then obviously you're going to get a reward. So for this one right here, for 100 diamonds, you're going to get 20 runes, you're going to get 8 of the guild prestige thingy-majiggies, or the merits, and you're going to get a little bit of experience. Now, one thing about this as well, guys, is if you look in the bottom corner, all members reward. So make sure you join a guild that a lot of people are prepared to spend diamonds and do these events, because if you're in the bigger guilds, then you're getting diamonds for free. So you'll find that quite a lot of the larger guilds will happily do this, because of the fact that they've just got like 300 or 400 diamonds for free just for logging in from the guild as such. So quite a few of them will activate these lower ones because they need the runes. So when you do that, go down to available, and any that have been collected are going to be there. So for example, if 4 people or 5 people have gone and done the King of Arena for that day, then you're going to get 10 extra runes that you haven't normally got just from here because of people completing the missions. If you're one of the people that have done that mission, then for example you're going to get that bonus 20 reward points because the mission has been completed. So bear that in mind, guys. Now, one of the other things that people don't really do quite often is if you go into the guild one, and by getting the merits from the guild, you're going to be able to exchange them for runes as well. So obviously these are really basic things, but these are things that people really don't do. So make sure that you're coming in and doing your escorts. So obviously hit the like button if somebody's helped you out and done some good stuff, and things always help. So that's 80 merits right there. And then obviously make sure you do all 5 of these every single day, because the more merits you've got, the more you can transform into runes, the better it is. The same with the seizes. Now be very, very cautious when you use your seize powers, because what you want to do is you only really want to focus the ones that are going to give you the most benefit. So always target these large ones over the smaller ones, because they're going to be the ones that are going to give you the most merits. So if you look at this one right here, this is only going to give me 40 merits, but this one just behind, because it's a larger guild, the opponent, everything's more leveled up, that's going to give me 55 merits. But what we're going to do is, because this guy right here is on his own, we're going to go ahead and click him and look at his battle strength. Obviously it looks like we're probably going to be able to win that, so go ahead and raid it. Now just because you have got 5 raids, don't just randomly attack. Play smart throughout the day, because obviously you want to pick battles that you're guaranteed to win. So if you're guaranteed to win it, you're going to get yourself 40 runes. If you're able to guarantee that you're going to win against somebody that's in a larger guild, and then the guild is more upgraded, you're going to get more merits. So once you've done all of that, obviously you're going to be able to get loads more runes through buying the stuff through the guild. Now obviously if you save this stuff up, you're going to be able to buy more of them. Now you can only redeem 5 a day, so obviously that value goes up in runes. So make sure you're doing that as well, guys, because these are the way you get runes. You have to make sure you're doing the standard stuff every single day. Same with the boss battles. Now again, as I say, I'm quite low on the server right now. Like, look at the battle damage from my teammates, but for every single attack that we're gonna do on these guys, you're gonna get 3 merits. So make sure you attack the boss. Yeah, it's gonna cost you 10 energy, but make sure you attack the boss, because then you're gonna get 3 merits. You're gonna be able to obviously get more merits, get more runes. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Now, one of the other things that I'm going to show you as well is there's kind of people, like, there's people that want to know how to get runes without spending money. This is how you do it without spending money. And unfortunately, when it comes to runes without spending money, it is a grind, and you haven't really got much hope other than to get a little bit each day. But I haven't spent any money on the game. As you saw in yesterday's video, I used all of my runes up, and I didn't have very many. But if you look at what I've got now, if I go to character, you can see that I've built up like 1,000 runes, and that is just from doing like these pure, simple, easy little tips, not wasting it on random stuff. So your next tip, one of the next things that I'll do, I can't do it on this account because again I'm too low, but it's playing the Abyss. The more levels you do in the Abyss, the more runes you're going to get. You get runes for completing every single level in the Abyss. So if you haven't done the Abyss, then make sure you play it, because if you're not playing it, you're losing out on a lot of runes, and you're also missing out on the relics, which is obviously going to help you be more powerful. So make sure you're doing that. Another little tip as well, guys, is if you come into the arena, when you play the arena every single day, some of you might know you're going to be able to go and get the medals. So from your medals, to be honest, what you want to be doing is you want to just be buying the hero card for 2,000 runes. Now, a lot of you might think that this isn't a really good value, but to me it is, because for 2,000 runes, for you not really doing anything in the arena, it's well worth it, because obviously you're going to get a card of 4 to 6 stars. If it's no good, you're guaranteeing yourself 20 runes. If it's good to you, then obviously keep the card. It's a win-win situation. Don't go wasting it like 5,000 medals if you see a 5-star hero that you really, really want, or don't bother saving up for the 6-star hero, which is 10,000. It's just not worth it. Just go for the 2,000 and get those runes, because it's really, really viable. Now, I know I'm pointing out really easy things here, and you're probably going to be like, well, I do this anyway, but so many people don't do it, guys, and it's like crazy how many don't. Now, when it comes to the dungeon, like, again, to get to level 5 of the dungeon is probably the easiest thing. Like, we're going to continue going here because we want a good... Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Come on. A minus... Oh, but okay, guys, but this is what I want to see. I want to see if... Now, I'm going to skip that. But by skipping that, does that still count as a charge? Or does that count as not picking the card? So I'm going to keep picking here because I want to get a good... Oh, come on. I've spent so many diamonds. I think this is like 140 diamonds or something now. Okay, fine. We'll just take the 50% bonus. Now, let's go check out this reward over here. Now, I'm pretty sure... Nice, there you go. So, as you can see, even by, like, the information that I gave you in a previous video, guys, is actually wrong. I turned around and said that you have to accept the debuffed card in that video, but it's not true. So, as long as you pick the card, it counts whether or not you accept it. So, just accept it and then, like, keep moving on unless it's a good card. So, there we go. Nice, good stuff. So, what I wanted to show you in the dungeon is quite simply this. Make sure you get to level 5. That's 100 relics right there. So make sure you do the first 5 levels. If you can get to level 10, even better, because that's another 100 relics right there. If you can get to the level 15, fantastic, because that's 400 runes every single day. You're going to get tons of cakes. You're then going to be able to get the bonus of the good soul gear and all of that good stuff and things. You might even be lucky enough to get the 50% off card, which is even better, because this is going to be my next point, guys. When you play the game, you're going to be getting diamonds for free, and this is probably the #1 way to get your runes, is obviously by using the diamonds. Now, you don't have to spend money on diamonds, you can just get them throughout the day. I believe just from playing the game, you're pretty much guaranteed, like, I think it's something like, once you're at about Snow Valley, you're kind of guaranteed roughly 600 diamonds per day, just as standard, or about 400. Let's just say 400 per day, which means every 3 days you're guaranteed to be able to buy a pack of 10, as long as you have those half-price cards. So obviously make sure you go ahead and buy these when you can. 1, to improve your team. Nice, Vampire. Or Lord of Venom, I should say, not Vampire. Oh, wow. Oh, wicked. Okay, Winter Griffin, that is actually a good card for me because I needed a good mount. And then obviously ones that you don't need, you can trade off for your runes. Now, come on, baby. Give me some good stuff. Come on. Okay, so we're not actually having too much luck at the moment when it comes to drawing cards. So I am kind of struggling to meet my goal when it comes to getting into the Snow Valley. But I'm almost there. I'm super, super close. But I am starting to struggle just a wee little bit because of, obviously, we're moving on. And my team just isn't that strong at the moment. So as you can see here, I'm like 2 away from the end, like super, super close to the end of this battle. But if I show you the heroes that I'm running with at the moment, you're going to see I've managed to upgrade the War Mage up to a level 3. I've still got Arno at level 1. I've now swapped out the +1 Demon Dragon because he's not really working out. I just think he's just not strong enough. And I've brought in the level 1 Ancient Droid 2 because he's just got so much more damage and he's got more HP as well. Like, if you look at this, he's got like almost double HP than the demon dragon, and the demon dragon's a +1, guys. So, you know, says quite a bit. And then I've put the Snow Lord in there because he's just a great card to have. I do have quite a few heroes around, so that's pretty cool. I might look at moving some of them in instead. Like now that I've got the Lord of Venom, I might even bring him in instead of having the Ancient Droid, because of obviously his skill is amazing. But that's coming away from the subject. Now, when you're obviously doing these, like, you're going to get your 50% offs in your diamonds, so obviously make sure you continue to go through your ladder, because you're going to be getting that kind of stuff from the ladder. Now, make sure that you go and do your hard modes, because obviously in hard modes you have more chance of getting your relics. Now, one of the other things that people really forget about, and this is the main thing that I want to show you, is the rune market. This is where you're going to make, I would honestly say, about 85% of your runes, guys. And that is purely because if you look down here, for 30 diamonds, you're going to get 15. You're going to want to take that. For 50 diamonds, you're going to get 15. So you're going to want to take that. Now, I don't normally select anything more than 2 on the diamonds, because for 80 diamonds, which you pretty much just get for logging into the game, you've just gone and got 30 runes. So that's pretty good. Now, in terms of the runes for your prestige things, now this I will normally go and buy 5 of, because the your prestiges you get really easily, and yeah, just buy 5 guaranteed every single day. So you're already talking 80 extra runes just from doing that. Now for your gold is easy as peanuts to get, so I normally just go ahead and buy 10 of them bad boys, unless of course you go and mess up like that and accidentally buy gold. But just play the game just for a little bit and buy 10 of them, so then you're going to be getting like an extra 100 just from doing that every single day. Now, it doesn't seem like much, but if you do those few simple steps that I've just shown you guys, it's like half an hour, and you're guaranteed to get yourself, depending on how far you can get in the dungeon, you're pretty much guaranteed to get yourself about 400 plus runes every single day. Now, I know it doesn't seem like much, but considering that runes, when you get up to the higher level, runes are everything, you need to start doing it early. You really need to start knuckling down and making sure you get on top of those things really quickly. But I really hope that you've kind of learned stuff. One other thing, if I quickly show you, one of the best things that you can do is make sure you get into a good guild. So if I go and show you the guild expansion, you can see exactly what I mean by this. So for example, if I go and click here, for this guild having this zone, they are currently getting 100 diamonds and 100 runes every single day for their guild. So that's a lot. So for example, like just for having the main castle, that's 100 runes every single day. So if we look at Underworld, for example, for having this castle on the left, they're going to get 50 diamonds, 50 runes. But then they've also got this castle over here, which is going to give them 3,000 coins. They've got this castle here, which is going to give them 50 diamonds, 50 runes. So for that right there, they're going to be getting on a daily basis 100 runes and 100 diamonds, just because they have those 2 castles next to each other, those 2 small castles. So you've got to bear that in mind as well, guys. Make sure you're joining a guild that is like regularly collecting the event areas that are getting runes. So for example, like if the Underworld had these 2 castles here, have these 2 little castles here, and then went and took the huge castle in the middle of the map, then they're all going to be collecting like, what is it, 200 runes per day, 200 diamonds per day and 200 runes per day. So that is one really huge thing that you must do. So make sure that you're coming in and doing that, because obviously if you've got diamonds there, you could even just say, well, just for logging in and collecting the points from the guild, I've got 200 diamonds. I'm going to go and buy 3 or 4 lots of the diamond value packs in the market and get, say, 60 diamonds a day from the marketplace, because you're getting 200 free diamonds from the guild. But then on the other hand, I wouldn't say do that, because then obviously if you've got the hero cards, the 50% hero cards, by going into the market and spending those diamonds in the market, you're going to get much more value for buying heroes and then trading them away. So for example, if I show you right here right now, the heroes I don't need that you've seen me pick up from those packs, that's 225 runes right there that I can just trade away and done. So in this video right now, you've seen me go and get close to 400 runes in this video, and I can't even do half of the stuff that I'm telling you that you can do. So obviously I still have to do the dungeon. I haven't done anything in the abyss yet. I haven't got access to the resource mine. So bear that in mind, guys, and make sure you do them on a daily basis. The other thing that you need to do on a daily basis as well is go to the Facebook and share it, because it doesn't seem like much, but you're going to get 20 runes for that. You're also going to get a bronze chest. And what do chests have a chance of giving you, my friends? Exactly, you've got it. They give you a chance of getting runes. Now, it's not very much. It's only 5, 10 or 15, but it's still a possibility that you're going to get some runes. So if you've got them, then make sure you open them up. And if you don't get anything, then so be it. But if you get some runes, then even better. But I really hope that you have learnt something about getting runes, guys. I really hope that you take it on board, and I really hope that you improve on your team. So let's go ahead and just open up these boxes that I've got here. Oh, nice, 250 souls. That's what I'm talking about. So that's going to be it for today. I really hope that it's helped out, guys. Make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that subscribe and follow those easy instructions, and it's going to really help you increase your team a lot, because as you've seen, I've got tons of runes already, and in yesterday's video I think I had 1 or something. It's pretty crazy. And on top of that, guys, I've spent a lot of runes, because as you can see, I'm at Grand Mage, so I've spent a lot of runes getting up to Grand Mage, which is like 1,000. I've spent things on upgrading heroes, because if you look at the War Mage, it's cost something like, I think, 300 runes to upgrade him on his last upgrade. One other thing that you can do as well, just before we do go, is if you go into the Reborn and go into this right here. Now, I'm not going to do it because obviously I've got to pay diamonds for it, but once every 6 days you can go ahead and click a level 1 or a +1, and you will get your 100 runes back that you spent when you evolved into that +1 card. So if you've got any +1 heroes that you like evolved in the past, just do that and you'll get your runes, 100 runes back. Anything over a +1 hero. Now, if you're not sure what I mean by a +1 hero, but look at that. See the Demon Dragon? He's a +1 up in the top right. That means I've only put 2 cards into him. I will get the 2 Demon Dragon cards back and my 100 runes back. But if I go and put the War Mage in, I've put like 4 cards into the War Mage to make him a +3. I'm only going to get 2 back with 300 runes back. So bear that in mind. You will lose cards if they're above a +1. But anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up. I really hope that it's helped you learn about how to quickly get your runes and work on your runes. If you're not in a guild that is consistently getting runes, then take the hit, leave the guild, and try and join a bigger, better guild on your server, because it's the guild that is going to get you the most runes in the game, other than buying stuff in the black market. So anyway guys, that's going to be it for me. Peace on the streets.